number of items of business. And in fact, the occasion is so historic that new things keep happening every day. And just today, there has been an important new achievement here at Pacific that we're going to share with you. We have with us another very special guest, Maestro Jorge Peralta, who is the academic coordinator of the Union of Latin American and Universities of Latin America and the Caribbean, UDUAL, which is the oldest and most important of all the organizations of Latin American universities. It was founded in 1949, and it has a wonderful tradition of cooperation among the universities of Latin America. They recently learned about the effort that we're making here to revive this Inter-American program at Pacific. And they took great interest because of our compañero Luis Ehrlich, who brought this program to their attention. So we're lucky that we have Maestro Jorge Peralta with us, who has today reached an agreement with the University of the Pacific. And after Dr. Peralta, Jorge Peralta, talks to us a little bit about UDUAL and the tradition they represent, then Provost Phil Gilbertson will talk to us about what this represents to the University of the Pacific, and then we will watch the signing of the agreement that was negotiated just today. So it's a great pleasure for me to introduce our distinguished Mexican guest, educator, psychologist, and leader of the Latin American University movement, Maestro Jorge Peralta.
Muy buenas tardes, in English, maybe a regular Spanish and very bad English, but I hope I can communicate with all of you. The Union of Latin American Universities in the Caribbean is working, trying to promote cooperation and articulation between all these higher education institutions in our region. In 2006, we changed our statutes and we approved to open the doors not only to the higher education institutions, but to the regional and national networks that have been created in this region recently. In that way, we have about 180 universities affiliated, and we have about 10 to 12 networks. So the number of institutions that are working with us is about 500 higher education institutions. The institutions we include are Catholic, laical, public, private, of all kinds, with only one restriction, that the quality of the institution has a good level. For us, it's very important to be in contact with the University of the Pacific. We have the news about this interesting Inter-American program, and for that reason, through the help of Luis Ehrlich, a graduate of the program of the Cobel program of Cobelianos, they call themselves, I am here and I'm very pleased to get in contact with the Pacific University, a very prestigious institution, and I'm sure that the agreement we are signing today will contribute in the same spirit of UDUAL, the spirit of cooperation, the spirit that makes of higher education a good alternative to the better development of our societies. Thank you very much to our vice, our provost, to Jean, to all the friends at the university, and I hope that we can share good results in a short time. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
This is indeed a historic day for the university to launch the Inter-American program, one of the university's most distinctive new programs in an era in the last few years where the university is launching a number of new programs. This very day, the advisory board to our Global Center for Social Entrepreneurship is being launched this very afternoon. Among these programs, this is the most distinctive because it brings together this feature of the university's focus on innovation and pioneering distinctive programs with its past, its distinctive and unique past, represented by Albert Covell College, and the presence here of all these Covellianos to celebrate with us today. This is a group I've come to know and love over the recent years as they've cajoled us, inspired us, poked us, prodded us, and lifted our vision to a new opportunity of how we might restore for the 21st century an Inter-American program that makes sense for the University of Pacific. I want to thank again especially Luis Ehrlich for bringing to us today this tremendously powerful door of an agreement with the Union of Latin American and Caribbean Universities. You have to understand in higher education that the importance of signing agreements is largely symbolic in the written word. But what it does is confirm a statement of an intent and a commitment. And what this commitment will lead to is the exchange of students and faculty for many years to come with many diverse universities. What a treasure, what an opportunity for the University of Pacific to be a part of this. What is remarkable is that to date, the Union has not signed an agreement with a U.S. university. We'll see how the Council comes together on this as Mr. Peralta meets with the leadership. But it does mark, in fact, the distinctive feature of what we are launching today, the Inter-American program. There is nothing like it in the United States, and that is what makes this of interest to the Union. So it is a deep honor to be a part of this ceremony on this historic occasion. Thank you again, Mr. Peralta, for being a part of this and representing the Union for Pacific today.